kind of weird. Yeah.
Yeah, and then make sure to look into the camera again.
Watch out. Hey, hey. There might be a bug in there.
Ooh. Oh, thank you. You know I like these things. Thanks a lot, dude. Yeah, those controllers.
Okay. Down a plate. Okay. I have 2 more eggs going. Careful. And another waffle.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You gotta hold it like that. That's how. Oh, good job. No, no. No, no. Stand up to surface.
So how do you guys feel about doing this album? Jahsun, how do you feel about doing this album?
Good. Very good. Learning and praying.
Steaming bread from the mouth of decadence.
You know what you should do for that shot instead?
Yo, yo, what's up? It's Jahsun, Unsung Mighty Few, Inside Out Universe, up in the Media Lab, representing The Observer, Maui Hip Hop.
Yep, let's do it. Ready?
You gotta get a cookie. Oh, okay.
Don't let the smoke out.
Hey, Juan, give me a cookie, man.
Oh, I'm not gonna get a cookie. Why?
Bring it.
They can't lock the door behind me. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait a minute.
This is the 3rd day of shooting, and Jahsun and I are here in the lab. Here in the, what is this called? Studio A? Okay. We've got some other folks going to show up in a few minutes. Scott, Justin, and Cody also. We're going to be doing some shooting out on the street in Haia. So hopefully we'll have a good day of shooting. Everybody stay focused and have a good time, no accidents. And yeah, should be fun. We're going to have a little powwow about how we're going to set up the first shot and basically the strategy for the day.
And action.
Okay, we're whizzing. Finishing up. Getting ready, shaking. Here we go.
For real?
Don't look at me. Well, we just decided to make a music video. So we started getting together. We sat down and we would talk about the ideas, and we chatted with Jahsun about what his intention was with it, and then we had our ideas, and we did the typical thing that you do. You know, we went through a brainstorming process, and then you scripted out an AV script, and we kind of chucked it together from there, and we fortunately had a few people that were committed enough, Justin and Cody and you and me and Jahsun, that decided to put a couple days of work into it, and we, you know, busted it out. Compared to the last video, it was a lot more organized, and I'm really looking forward to the next one.
The Observer, the video, to me is just, you know, being the conscious fellow that, you know, keeps his eye on things that's going on in life, you know, not just being part of the herd that has the wool pulled over their eyes, you know, the Observer. Watch the reflections of life, you know, able to see through the shit of the system.
Well, the Observer, to me, I feel like that is an abstract concept. We're slowing down, we're looking at reality. He's, you know, disengaging from how modern and sped up everything is, and he's taking a second to observe, to reflect on the different lights and shadows, the things that are going on around him. And so visually, to represent that, I just feel like getting into this kind of abstract changes in our perception, just a little bit, you know, either like magnification or distortion or this kaleidoscoping thing.
Okay.
That all of that represents visually what he is talking about. And so as he's going through his day, it's really important that he's taking a moment to reflect and think about what he's doing. Visually, it makes sense as a music video because it's about observation, and so that whole element lends itself to the camera.
My name's Ross Soul. I've known Jahsun for a long time. Childhood friends since we were 12. We're in the Unsung Mighty Few, the hip-hop group together. We do a lot of recording here at the Maui Media Lab. Came down just to check his new video. It's a beautiful thing. The Observer. Great work, great work. As I was watching the video, I thought that the color schemes and just the Maui landscape and the way that you were able to bring in Paia, you know, and just let us all see a little bit of what the life is about here in Maui. It's a great thing.
Yep, I'm Scott Harding. I work with Flash Drive in Inside Out Universe. I met Jahsun a long time ago. We were just friends for a long time. We made a lot of music, and now I produce a lot of his music because that's kind of what happened. I don't know. I didn't ever plan on it happening, but now it's happening. So I had a band, and he had a band, and we did shows together. And then both of our groups kind of stopped doing stuff, and we just decided to keep working together, making tunes. And he came to me and asked me to record this project that he had, so I said, okay, I'm not doing anything. And he's like, cool, neither am I. And I was like, sweet. And he was like, sweet. And I was like, cool. And he was like, cool. And then it was cool. And then we made a record. And it was fun. I don't know. And then I learned a bunch and ran into Cody. And we started working a lot on a bunch of projects. And the next thing you know it's a couple years later. And we're making these songs and music videos for Jahsun. And we're getting ready to release, and we got our own studio, and it's going really good. I can't really complain as far as making music goes.
Josh again, and we've just wrapped the last day of shooting for the Observer music video. It's been a good day of shooting, and everybody seemed to be happy with it, and we got the last few setups there pretty much in Paia, and after the set, we wrapped it up and went and had dinner at a local restaurant called Fresh Mint. It was really great. So what I've got here is it's a kaleidoscope kit that I can put together, and we're going to use that for one more shot we're going to take. It'll be a point of view shot looking through the kaleidoscope, and it'll be a kind of a neat fractal image. It has to do with the whole theme of the Observer, and that'll just be another shot that takes place down the road. So for right now, I've just got behind me over here a bunch of shots that were loaded onto the computer, and these shots are all going to be edited in the following weeks. Scott Harding is doing the music recording over at the lab, and he's going to give me the latest audio edition of the Observer music that I can then use to sync up. In the meantime, I'm just going to use a scratch track that I can kind of get a rough cut with the video for now, and then later I'll update that with the better, more finished music as we get closer to a final cut. So I'll be talking to Jahsun and basically setting up a time with him to show him a rough cut here in the not-too-distant future.
Well, we did the whole EP, and I've listened to it more times than anybody else on the planet, and probably will hold that record for a very long time. But as a whole, this was Jahsun's debut for solo things. And we'd recorded something before, but this was all original, so this we had to really kind of put out what he's all about, and I think the album really reflects where he's at and what's all about with him and what's been going on in his life over the last couple years. So we've all grown from the stuff we used to do, and we're maturing into these new people. And it's called The Observer, and the title track for the song, which is the video, is The Observer, and it just kind of shows basically like that he's paying attention, that he's trying to see what's going on, and he's watching and checking stuff out. I mean, that's as cliche as it gets, but it's as straightforward as it gets. There's not like a lot of hidden meaning in there. It's like he's watching and checking stuff out, seeing how things are, analyzing the situation. As far as the whole EP though goes, I think it's more of an expression of how he's been feeling since the birth of his daughter and to now. And I think it kind of encompasses that state of mind that has been going through as we've got the recording process going. So that's what I think.
Okay, so everybody has gotten to see the video, and pretty much I think we're to a final cut. Looks like we've got a thumbs up, so we can call this a project wrap.
And action.
Okay, we're whizzing. Finishing up. Getting ready, shaking. Here we go.
For real?
Don't look at me.
Kind of weird.